What's up guys, welcome back to How Many Civic Parts Can We Put on a C10? Today we're actually going to be working on a shifter. I'm going to be turning a manual shifter into an automatic shifter. Check it out. So today we're going to be working on the shifter. The deal is that I needed a shifter for the C10 with this Turbo 400, and so far I've not really been happy, not seeing what I want in the aftermarket shifters. The closest one I've seen to something that I wanted was the Art Car / Winters shifter, the Sidewinder. It's just a gated shifter, just back and forth all the way up, and I liked that one. And to think I'm going to be daily driving this with full manual shifting. So what I wanted was something that I could get in and out of the gears quickly and easily, but I also wanted to make it to where if I wanted to play, I wouldn't risk missing second and going into third. So basically the easiest way I could have it would be, I didn't want to do a ratchet because, I'd be shifting all the time. And so I didn't want to mess with a ratchet. What I wanted was a gated shifter that I could go in and out of the gears quickly, but wouldn't skip second. So what I've come up with is using, the funny thing is, this is a B&M short shifter for D series Civic. Got the shifter, when I push forward, the bottom part goes back, and when I pull back, the bottom part goes forward. So basically I wanted to have a way to stop going into third, so if I just pull this in and out, I can go in and out of the gears. Basically I wanted a way to stop skipping second and going into third, so I need a gate to stop at second gear and allow me to scoot it sideways and then go up to go into third. That's assuming that this even has enough throw to go through all the gears. I'm not sure yet. I will have to do some testing there. Here's the idea I have on the gate. On the gate, go basically like this. So I want it to be spring loaded, so it'll pull it over into here when it's in park, so I can't accidentally bump it out of park. And then reverse, neutral, and then third, and then we have first through third. So pull it all the way back down to first, and then I'll hit second, and I'll just hit this wall here, and then I'll have to push it to the side and go up to get to third, and then the spring will pull it back into the center, which means I could bump it into reverse or neutral or reverse, so have to be careful there. But the thing is, not really racing it, just having fun. I will hope to not do that. Don't really have a reverse lockout for it. And then up and then out into reverse, into park. So that's the idea. For starters, we're just going to kind of mock up. What I'm going to do is just initially test this to see if my shifter is going to have enough throw. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll mount this, as well as take this other piece that was off the original shifter. I cut off one of the weights. And we'll mount him to the bottom here. This will give us something, we'll drill a hole through here and give us something to attach our cable. I also bought a B&M cable, 6 foot. I don't know if that's going to be too long, not long enough, I have no idea. We'll find out. Drill a hole through here, mount the cable to it, and it'll attach here. And this will give us something to grab onto with the cable, and it'll move with the shifter this way. So that's where we're going to start, and basically see if my proof of concept is even going to work. Okay, so what I have is the B&M, this is their, performance shifter cable. Don't really know the difference. There's one that's like thinner material. This one is considered their performance. It's threaded on both ends and it's 6 foot long. There's some instructions in there we might need. So as you can see, it comes coiled up like this. I'm gonna slap myself in the face with it probably. And then both ends are threaded. One end goes to the transmission, the other one goes to your shifter, and when you push on one, this one gets longer and then shorter. See how that works, boy? Okay, so need to drill a hole in this guy. If we end up having to cut this other weight off, I will, but for now I'm going to try to leave it so that it'll give it a little bit more feel on the shifter, hopefully, whenever I'm moving it. Basically, I just want it to have a little bit of heft to it. So I'm going to drill a hole through here, big enough for this to mount into. I will probably need to come up with another nut so I can tighten it up to this. This is not just like a generic shifter shifter cable necessarily. It is also it's made specifically for B&M shifters. I don't have one of those, so we're gonna make it work. If I have another one of these nuts. Oh wait, I don't need another nut. If I use this shifter, I can actually use both of these nuts on one side to tighten up, because for the other side, I actually have the shifter bracket that goes on the transmission. As you can see here, this guy right here that goes through on that. I'll show a close-up of him a little bit later. And then where the shifter will mount to, as well as it has this little guy, and he goes on the end of this. We will thread it on the distance we need it to be, assuming that it threads. According to my research, it should work. So he will thread on one end like this, threads on, and then he sticks into this with a cotter pin to hold it. It'll stick into our lever here, which again I'll show later. But so I can use both these nuts on one side to be able to keep it tight against this guy. Okay, drill the hole through it. Okay, so now we have something like this, assuming it stays put. Okay, can't really get a good way to test my throw on this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and build a mount for it and everything. Basically just need some legs off of this. I'll be cutting some of this off. I'll go ahead and build the legs first, and then put some feet on it, and then we'll do some testing from there. Yeah, so to build the frame, I'm going to use this 1/8 inch thick, 3/4 inch long angle iron. Got 2 3-foot lengths of it. Shouldn't need very much. Chopping it down and make my feet up and down, and then I can, or I guess make my legs up and down, and then my feet can come out to the side. And then we'll just tack it together for now, and then test it, and then once we got it kind of dialed, we'll adjust it from there. Okay, brought this out here just to make it a little bit easier for me to do some welding and cutting. Give me a little bit more room here. So, basically, just going to be measuring how tall this is, so that I know how much length to give everything. I'll cut it down shorter if I need to, give it a little bit of extra length. Then make my legs, make my feet, tack them all together, good to go. Got everything ready to go. Gonna turn on the MIG and tack them up.
Look, I am your father.
tacked up. I'll finish welding these up, making sure they're in the right spot, and then go from there. What's the old saying? Grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't. Okay, done welding. As hideous as it is, I won't show you the welds up close because I'm kind of embarrassed in my welds. I'm not good at welding. So, I think he's going to be sturdy enough. We will let him cool off for a little bit. Let him cool off and then take it over to the other bench and do some shifter testing. See if it holds up. Okay, so completely forgot where I left off last night. What I think I left off with was putting together the feet for the shifter. Now, as you might notice, this shifter is different. I was using this B&M short shifter, again for a Civic, D-Series Civic. The throw on it from here to here, this distance, was not long enough. It was just like probably an inch too short. So what I did is, because this is either aluminum or stainless steel, I feel stupid for not knowing which one it is. All I know is a magnet doesn't stick to it, and I can't weld it. So either way, what I did was I took the stock shifter, which is steel, and I cut it down, cut that section out. Oops, I guess I'll show you. I cut this section off right here, and then added a pipe to it and extended it. So it's about 3 inches long there. So you're about 3.5 inches of throw, which works out perfectly for the shifter now. And everything is now pretty well working. I will show you, but please don't laugh. Be gentle, it's my first time. Not really, but I'm bad at welding. Either way, I will be grinding them down a little bit and shoot a coat of paint over it. Everything's going to get a coat of black. Let's just run through the gears once real quick, just to show you, and then I've got some more work that I got to do, and I'll show you what else needs done before we button this thing up. So I'll run through the gears real quick just to show you, and then I'll zoom in, I'll bring you in and show you a little bit closer up. So we're in park, reverse. There's no way for me to show you this. So reverse, neutral, third, second, first. And then first, second, third, neutral, reverse, park. Gonna run through the gears one more time. Please ignore my awful welds. So park, reverse, neutral, third, second, first, second, third, neutral, reverse, park. And so you can see there is a small amount of play. This is in the cable right now, and so I probably need to adjust my throw a little bit to get that play out of it. But that's not a big deal. I'm not really too concerned about it. There's a little bit of play down in this section here, just because I don't have everything tight. It's all just hand tight right now. So one thing that I still have left to do is make it to where I can move it over. So when I'm going to have a spring on it in some way. So whenever I have it in park, it'll push it to the side. Well, I just want to make sure that this section down here is out of my way. So I'm going to notch this area here just to keep that nut from hitting it once it's pushed over, as well as this area right here. I have a mark on it so that there's more room for this to come over, so it'll come all the way over. And then also on the other side, because like I showed you earlier, I want for going from second to third, so first, second, I want to come over with it to the left and then up to third. So in order to do that, I need to cut out a small section on this back side on this angle so that that bolt doesn't hit it and has plenty of room for that movement. And then also when it's in park, like I said, I have that. So just have a little bit of just die grinding to do to get that finish cleaned up. Okay, so let's take a look at what the shifter's doing on the transmission side. So we have our rooster here that actually controls where the gear's in, and then this is our cable that's attached to, this is the B&M kit, just regular GM B&M kit. So in park right now, reverse, neutral, third, second, first. First, skip second, that's why I don't want that. Second, third, neutral, reverse, and park. And it looks like we got to make sure that this ball here, the roller on these is sitting well into the divot on those. And it is sitting perfectly. The normal issue is you'll have issues with it not sitting in reverse and first correctly. It just doesn't line up, but it's lining up pretty good. So pretty pleased with that, actually. Like I said, just a little more work to do. So with that, let's just skip over to some footage of the completed shifter. So thanks guys for watching the video. You can see, got it finally finished up, all painted. I still got to throw the spring on it so that it holds off to the side, but I didn't really want to mess up the paint for the glamour shots. So anyway, all finished up. Got to just reassemble it and get ready to mount it into the center console. So the next few videos you're going to see are going to be the new center console getting put together and built, and then also the actual gate that will keep this, you know, from just skipping any gears. So those will be coming up here shortly. Sorry guys for the delay in this video. Kind of blew through the Turbo 400 rebuild and didn't really have anything to fill this time with, so while I was waiting on parts and stuff. So here coming up soon, I'll be able to buy the last bits that I need before I can actually put the transmission into the truck. So we'll get ready to do that here shortly. Yeah, so thanks for watching guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, dislike it, I guess. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, just kind of crappily fabricating stuff. I mean, I'm nothing like Kyle Voss here, but it's, you know, it'll function. So, so thanks for sticking through it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching guys. We'll catch you in the next one.